Hello everyone, it is awriterish here and welcome to today's little experiment video. I'm going to try and do something that I haven't actually done on my channel before, and that is a Minecraft challenge video. And for this one, I have decided that I want to try and make a 5 by 5 by 5 completely automatic farm cube. So my goal is to fit as many farms in this cube as possible. It can be this size, it can be smaller, but can't be any bigger. The only caveats are that I can have one liver on the outside and one input chest on the outside. The rest of everything, all the redstone, all the farms, have to fit inside this area right here. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but I think I can do it. And the ones that I mostly want to get in here include sugarcane, bamboo, stuff like that, and we'll see how many farms we could get just in this single area. And the first farm that I'm going to want to build is a sugarcane farm, and I'm going to see if I can get my zero-tick sugarcane farm designed to work. So let's go ahead, build out like that, go ahead and place a stair in there, and then we could say that this would be surrounded by something like glass. All the components just have to fit within the 5 by 5, not necessarily everything has to be in there. We can assume that there is going to be an external barrier to this farming cube. So if we have that in there, we're going to then need some solid blocks surrounding it, because that's where our water is going to be going. If I can remember how to build my farm correctly, that'd be lovely. We're gonna replace this with a piston facing in like that, and another piston facing in like that. Grab my dirt again, place it there, and if I remember correctly, this is, oh no, this stair needs to be facing the other way around. If we place that stair in like that and then place glass there, perfect. All right, let's grab ourselves a water bucket. If my computer would work, water bucket. Let's waterlog that. Let's fire these pistons a couple times just to get them ready to go. And let's grab ourselves some sugar cane, just like that. And perfect, it doesn't deplant in. So now the only thing is a small clock. And I think this clock could be good to control quite a bit in this. So we'll have something like this, that up there, something like that, right there, 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 perfect. I will turn that off for now, just so we don't have things happening. And look, we actually did get it to work. And what I'll do also is I will just kind of go around and invert the signal, so that way we can have these pistons fire on opposite times. So if we turn that off, we should, yep, there it goes. There's our zero-ticking sugar. All right, I'm going to work on the next circuit to auto fire a piston to break this. I actually did a small change up of the clock to this little pulse extender here, so that way if like this is broken, every time that redstone dust right there changes state, it will have these pistons fire. And that way I can also take this as a just once in a while output. You can see this observer will fire twice, and then it'll wait a couple seconds and fire twice, which works out perfectly for stuff like a pumpkin and melon farm, which is what I'm going to be just working on right now, actually. So I think the best place to do this is going to be just right above here. We're going to take that output and see what we can do. So we now also have a small little pumpkin and melon farm right here, just one pumpkin, one melon, and these two pistons are going to break them. I'm actually going to put a block right there to keep things from flying out, but what I've done is I've also shoved a hopper minecart that's sitting right between those two blocks, so when either of these grow, when either of them are broken, that they are sucked up straight through the block and end up in this chest, And you could see that if we were to turn this farm on, and I've determined that's where the lever's going to be, wow, we got a melon. That was perfect. Oh, but what wasn't perfect is how it fell out. So I may shove in an additional hopper minecart in there just to help pick up items because we don't want things like that to happen. Let's actually summon one in right now. I need to replace this with a solid block slash summon. Let's shove that one right. Oh, you won't go into the block. All right, let's summon one right here instead. Perfect. It's already partially in the block, so it can now go through the block. Perfect. So anything that lands in that general area, and you can see it is indeed in our farming cube, still will get picked up by that hopper minecart. I'm going to see which farm I want to build next because I'm not entirely sure. And we kind of are running out of space, but that doesn't mean we can't fit more things in here. And I've just gone ahead and added in a bamboo farm because that's pretty simple. Bamboo grows pretty quickly, so one plant will have to do it. And I think the next thing that we're going to want is a cactus farm. So if we go ahead and build up like that, because we don't want hoppers to lock, we could place a piece of sand right on top of there in a cactus there, because that won't break. And technically, we are just reaching the top of the farm now. So if we place glass all around here, this will auto break the cactus whenever it gets that big. And then all we have to do is summon in another hopper minecart slash summon hopper minecart. Can I push that inside the block? Nope. We will kill that hopper minecart and try that again. Slash summon hopper minecart. It's in the block. Nope. Not quite. One more time. Oh, destroyed it on the cactus. This may be a little bit more difficult to get the hopper minecart in there. I'll probably have to use a piston to push the block into it, but we'll see what we could do. Now, I don't know if this is at all possible, but I would like to see if I can indeed fit a chicken auto cooker into this. So if we place an observer there with this, and this will be the one firing out eggs. And if we have a hopper leading into that one with a slab on top, and we have another dispenser right there, right on top of that hopper, that will be the one that... Oh, it needs to be up by a block. Yikes. So that's not quite going to work in that formation. But if we dispense it from above, we might be able to. So the only problem then is actually it won't be much of a problem because we could reroute this redstone to come around here just like that. And we can have a repeater running into a solid block here. So that's working out just nicely. So repeater running into that. And since this fires twice, that will also fire twice. And really all we have to do is... Oh, that's a yikes. In case this, I have a feeling lava is going to go everywhere. I don't know if lava will destroy a cactus. Oh, that definitely just destroyed the cactus, but we will sure find out. Does the lava even flow for long enough to destroy a cactus? Let's see. Oh, perfect. That is ideal. And look, we already have a baby chicken. The only thing is, technically, the baby chickens can escape right now, which is less than ideal. I may have to move this over by one block. In fact, yeah, I'll do that right now. We're going to move that over by one block just so we could encase this in its entirety. Oh, the other thing is, though, this will manually need to be refilled with eggs. Ooh, that makes it difficult. Or actually, let's go ahead and have a hopper just running into here, into that thing. We could put a ton of chickens in there, and we won't have to worry about that. So let's encase this in glass. That will have to be glass as well, since it's the outside of the farm. Alright, yeah, we can get a ton of chickens into this little thing right here, and then we will not have to worry at all about eggs, because if we get enough chickens, there will definitely be enough eggs. That needs to be an opaque block because there's redstone there. Alright, and back over here we need our cactus again. So let's grab our sand blocks, place it right there. I'm gonna summon in the hopper minecart now. Slash summon hopper minecart. Perfect, it is inside that block. Ideal, place down the cactus. There will not be a glass right next to this cactus. There will be glass surrounding it, but definitely not right next to, because otherwise that will break it. And once we get some chickens in there, this entire thing will be complete, and then I will run a couple tests on it to see just how inefficient this is. But keep in mind, the entire thing fits within a 5 by 5 by 5 area, which is pretty crazy if you ask me. So let's go ahead, grab ourselves some eggs, get ourselves some chickens in here, and then cover this up. Sorry, chicken. Alright, we have 3 chickens. I'm gonna get a total of 10 chickens in here. I could just summon chicken in. And I'm gonna get 10 total chickens. Oh no, the chickens down there are ruining my hopper minecarts. Alright, well, time to kill the chickens and get this farm up and running and do some testing. And the chest over here has been completely cleared out. So really the only thing we have left to do now is test this thing and flick it on and get ready for a lot of noise. And we will come back in like an hour and see just how much stuff we've got. We've already got some raw chicken and feathers and some sugar cane. It looks like some bamboo is exploding over there, but there's not terribly much I think we could do about that. Maybe place in some additional hopper minecarts. But besides that, I do not see a way in which we could do that. However, you can see already we have quite a bit of sugarcane. Sugarcane is definitely going to be the fastest growing one, and I will add in a hopper minecart there, just so that way we can get that bamboo. And I will get back to you after an hour of this farm running. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So this farm cube has now been running for an entire hour. Let's shut it off and see what kind of resources we were able to get from it. Of course, we're going to lose some because I wasn't able to fit in all the hopper minecarts. And you may notice it looks slightly different. It's because before I started the timer, I made a few changes to the cube. But you can see it still all completely fits in the 5 by 5. So let's go ahead and look in here. Right away, I can see that our primary one is sugarcane, so we got 5.5 sacks of sugarcane, about a quarter of a sack of feathers, 1 raw chicken somehow, only 3 pieces of bamboo, which is crazy. I thought bamboo grew faster than that, 22 pieces of cooked chicken, 2 cactus, 2 pumpkins, and a quarter of a stack of melons. And if you want to see this farm cube yourself, maybe build it in a world that you have, because maybe you just have a small area you want automatic farms in. A world download to this can be found down in the description. Of course, that bamboo has grown now. But I hope you enjoyed this different type of video. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. But I will see you all in the next video, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye!